the reviewer, the review, the reviewer, the reviewer, the reviewer, the review, the reviewer, the reviewer, the reviewer.
What's going on, y'all? The reviewer is here, and I'm back to give y'all this album review of Shawty Pimp called The Substance. Y'all should know who Shawty Pimp is by now if you check out the last review I did of his called Still Coming Real. I did a review of his tape back a while ago. In case you missed it, I'll put that link in the description box for y'all to peep. And this is the tape here. This is the remastered tape that was released under Trill Hill Tapes. The original release was out in '96. This one here came out in 2021. All right, this was remastered then. Now, if y'all know Shawty Pimp, he does a lot of laid back cuts. Most of his music sound like it's like old school R&B mixed with that hip hop flavor and all that good stuff. All right. So again, y'all see the tape here. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when this first came out, I was like, I had to get this tape with the quickness. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the only producer for this tape were Shawty Pimp himself. If anyone else did produce it, please let me know, because I didn't see any other names in the list. And for the features, you already know I'll go down the list as I name the tracks. All right, so let me zoom this here. Should be able to see it. All right, so the first one is called Get Our Minds Right. This is the first name of the track, and the beat on here is really dope. And Shawty Pimp coming through with some really nice verses, man. And he pretty much talking about the things that we experience in life, and as for people, we gotta get our minds right. And it's on some real stuff, man. Like, you have to really sit down and appreciate how dope this track is. Then the next one is Trapped Inside. This is another nice track for Shawty Pimp, man. He does a good job with this beat. It's really laid back. He comes through with some really dope verses, Trapped Inside My Mind or something like that, but he goes in on this song, man. The lyrics he spits on here is dope. Underground Music. This features Chief Out, and I believe he's part of the group that Shawty Pimp had. I can't remember the name of it, but we'll get down to that in another video. Underground Music is a really nice cut as well. Chief Out comes through with a really nice verse. Shawty Pimp does well also. And this is a faster tempo song, and it's kind of different for Shawty Pimp too, because from the Memphis, he don't have the typical sound. So Underground Music is a really nice track though. Mental Composure, this features Lil West, and this is a really blazing track right here. This is probably one of my personal favorites off of the album. Shawty Pimp and Lil West, they come through with some dope verses, and that beat on there is just amazingly lovely. You know what I'm saying? And then like in the middle of the song, they slow the track down, and then he rap another verse from each other on here too. I mean, this track is just bumping, man. I mean, the sounds that he has on there is just, oh man. Y'all have to hear this song out to see what I'm talking about. This track is so on point, man. This has no choice for you to just bop your head. The next one is Things Is Different. This features MC Spade. This is another nice track from Shawty Pimp. This samples an old school song as well. I mean, the beat is kind of fast tempo as well. And Shawty Pimp and MC Spade come through with some really dope verses, man. They go in on this track. Again, another one of my favorites off of the album. Dedication is a nice little, interlude. Mad Versatility. Not versatility, versatility. All right, this track is nice as well. This is another up-tempo track from Shawty Pimp, and this features K4, Lil West, and MC Spade. And the beat on there, it just sounds dreamy, if that makes sense. If you hear it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But K4, Low West, and MC Spade come through with some really nice verses. Shawty Pimp did a good job as well. And that beat is, oh man, it's nice. Some Way, Somehow is a really nice track as well. On the hook, it features somebody. It sounds like Outkast. I can't remember for sure. But this beat is nice. Shawty Pimp comes through with some pretty solid verses. I'm sure most of y'all would dig this track right here. Ashes to Dust, this features Low West, and this is a really dope track right here. Shawty Pimp and Low West coming through with some really dope verses, and they're speaking on some real stuff. Like, you have to really pay attention to what they're saying on this cut, and the beat is laid back as well. In Time, this is this is probably one of the weaker tracks in my opinion, but this song is not bad. But Shawty Pimp comes through with some really nice verses, and again, some of y'all may like it. For me, it was pretty solid. It wasn't bad. Feeling Uptight, this features Mr. Dale. If y'all remember Mr. Dale, this was before he changed his life around. And this beat sounds like something from the East Coast. Like, if you hear it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But Mr. Dale comes through with a pretty nice verse. Shawty Pimp does well on this track. And the beat, like I said, it sounds something like something straight from the East Coast, man. Like, it's not bad. It's different for Shawty Pimp. And then the last one is called The Substance. This features Chiefed Out. And oh my God, man. This track right here, I love it with a passion. I'm not sure where they sampled this track from, but if they didn't sample it, it's an amazing job. And I'm sure you hear the beat in the background as I'm doing this review. I love this song with a passion. This is, to me, is a classic track from Shawty Pimp, man. And Chiefed Out does a real good job on the verse. Shawty Pimp does well. And this is a beautiful way to end this album. Real talk, man. So, that's all the songs that I review for this album. I think I did pretty much all of them. And y'all know I don't do ratings for cassette tapes, but I will say that this is an amazing tape from Shawty Pimp, man. And I was so anticipated when Trill Hill said that he was coming out with this tape right here. I was like, yo, I gotta cop this. You know what I'm saying? And it did not disappoint. And what I'm gonna say about this tape is that if you like laid back cuts and some nice lyrics, this would be the perfect tape for you to hear out, man. This to me is one of my personal favorites from Shawty Pimp. And I think he has a couple other ones that I really dig too, but this would be probably like my top 3 favorites from Shawty Pimp, man. And good luck trying to find this tape because it's not anywhere really online. You might find it, but it ain't gonna be cheap. All right, because it's not on the streams, and I don't think he wants it on the streams because of the sampling and all that stuff. So with that being said, I love this tape. Every time I hear The Substance, man, the song itself, it just gets me that goosebumps feeling. Like, it's hard for me to hear a track and I get goosebumps for it, you know? So with that being said, shout out to Shawty Pimp for coming out with a classic tape. Shout out to all the features, and that's it. Much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back with another review. All right, peace out, guys.